Recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I appreciate you guys being here today. Good work that we're trying to do. I want to highlight a couple of things. Your offices and agencies are trusted independent bodies, and we appreciate that very much with the mission of protecting Americans from nefarious actors. I would like to note that since my short time in office here of just less than 13 months, I've witnessed continuous decisions that have hurt small businesses back in my home state of Iowa. And so I'd like to have a conversation about this. One of the most concerning rules out of Treasury is the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements. And I hear from small businesses across Iowa every day on this, whether it's a Main Street business or a family farm, which is why I'm proud to have co-led the Prevent Illicit Financing Act by Congresswoman Beatty. And I fail to understand why the department did not adopt two other critical parts of this bill that were passed by the House of Representatives 420 to 1. Now, we all know that in this city, that type of bipartisan agreement is something that should be celebrated, and I'm hoping is going to be considered by Treasury. So, Director Gacke, let me begin with you. My state has over 270,000 small businesses. We're a small state of 3 million people. I want to thank you for moving the filing deadline for new businesses to 90 days, which my bill codified. However, there are two crucial parts of that bill that you did not adopt. So let's begin. Why did FinCEN choose not to extend the filing deadline for small businesses from 1 to 2 years?
Thank you, Congressman. In consultation, we believe that it's important to get this database populated because of the critical need it serves to unmask shell and front companies that are being used for narcotics trafficking.
We're going to get into that, and I fully appreciate it.
Yep.
But Congress has said overwhelmingly that we want a 24-month runway for this, and you're continuing with a 12-month runway, which might be great for big guys. It's crushing my small guys. So I will reemphasize to you, we need time to execute on this and do it the right way. Second, you did not close the loopholes that would prevent bad actors from exploiting those loopholes and avoiding disclosures of potentially nefarious beneficial owner. I think I understand why, but do you want to highlight again from your perspective quickly?
Just again, I think that it's critical to get this data in on an expedited timeline so it can serve and be useful and critical for law enforcement and national security, which is why we proceeded as we have.
Understood. I think we're all there on the national security front. Let's make sure we're doing it the right way. And again, I would ask you to look at those loopholes. I think that's something that we all collectively agree on. Mr. Nelson, understand your position as Undersecretary is a full-time job. At the same time, I want to switch gears to what we are trying to do against Iran right now, a country that has benefited from $80 billion in illicit oil trade, primarily through a ghost armada. We've spoken to Treasury multiple times on this issue, and multiple times the Treasury Department has come back and told me there's nothing that they can do on U.S. soil. However, the United Against Nuclear Iran group is highlighting ghost armadas being covered in part or in whole by a New York-based company right here on U.S. soil where Treasury has authority called the American Club. On January 12th, you did announce sanctions on one of those ships only after our comments here, and mine particularly in December, calling them out, at which point Treasury came back and told me that there was no insurance company providing that to Ghost Fleet. Clearly, that was wrong. Now Treasury has moved forward and sanctioned, including the Sincere 2, here it is, fueling up with illicit fuel, and specifically said that this was linked to Houthi rebels who had fired multiple times on U.S. carrier strike groups, most recently, sadly, the loss of American lives. So yes or no, did Treasury look into American Club yet?
I think our staff has been in touch with your staff. We are looking at it.
You wrote me a tersely worded letter that said there's nothing to see at American Club. Yes, I have that here.
We are looking at it. We will continue to look at it. We are taking it seriously.
Let me read in part what was reported in Bloomberg. Your office says that it announced that Sincere 2 was part of a network linked to Al-Jamal, an Iran-based financer of Houthi rebels in Yemen. That Houthi then launched rocket attacks based on those funds provided. What are we doing to shut down the Ghost Fleet? I'd like a tangible example.
And I'm happy, I'll answer as quickly as I can, but it goes to effectively trying to constrain the fleet that is engaged in this obfuscation behavior that we were seeing that is relying on behavior so that.
Mr. Nelson, is this ship currently under sanction for carrying illicit?
Gentlemen, your time has expired.
Sincere two, yes or no?
I can't say
It's
it.
the sincere two.
Gentlemen, your time has expired.
We'll come back and either provide a briefing.
Gentleman
or-
from New York, Mr. Lawler is ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's an U.S. insurance company.
Real quick, can you answer his question?
Again, I'll have to come back and provide a precise answer for you.
Do you not know, or you just can't say in this setting?
I think it's worthwhile to describe the work that we were doing with the P&I clubs here and in other flag jurisdictions, and in the context of how we are investigating vessels to.
The question has been asked to you guys for at least 3 times since November. Can we provide an answer expeditiously, like this week?
We will try to provide an answer expeditiously.
We're here today at a time